Welcome back to Gals and Goblins. I am your Goblin Master, Jared Voswinkle, and with me as always are the gals, Lily Persifield,
Sawyer Cinderfoot, my friend just exploded.
Campbell Duffy,
Esta of House Ruidon.
and Olivia Rose McCain.
Beans, just a little guy trying not to cry.
Yeah, last episode was a toughie. So I want to start this episode off before we even do the recap. Beans, do you want your presents right now, or do you want them like later in the episode?
Right now.
Okay,
Presents.
Esta, could you hand these two things over to Beans? Beans, you can read those out if you'd like. These are the two, items that Beans acquired during last episode. Read out I'd say the silver bar.
I was like, do we want the bad news or the good news first?
Oh, the bad news
Bad news first.
Yeah, so these have like mechanics and everything. I've like fully fleshed them out. Beans, go ahead and read them.
Oh, you want it in Beans' voice?
Or Olivia. Either one. We haven't, started. We haven't gotten into
The Silver Briars, copyrighted by the governor of Cato.
I hate this guy. Shut up. He said, I'm going to invent a torture device and copyright it. I'm going to kill you with my hand.
Because everybody wants it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Conjured by the hand of Governor Frey, a ribbon of silver briars enwraps your chest and arms. When left alone for several minutes, the briars seem to smooth and form to the body, resembling a kind of silvery tattoo on skin or scales. But it hides underneath fur with a glint here and there.
That's actually a big reveal.
While not actively hurting the victim, the briars can be extremely itchy, similar to one having a thin line of rope wrapped around them. When tugged at, the briars flatten out, lengthen, and dig into the victim's skin, causing 1d8 damage. For reasons currently unknown, the briars will occasionally glow a sickly red, dig into the skin, and inflict pain onto one's spirit. In cases of those with rage capabilities, it throws the victim into a fit. The solution to removing the briars is currently unknown. I really thought the end of that sentence was going to tell me how to remove them. Unfortunately, it did not. When asked by the DM, the player must save on a DC 14 wisdom roll or they will enter rage. Oh, so it'll put into rage?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So that's the bad news.
All right, well, what's the good news?
Yeah, what's the good news?
The sickles of the soul. What started as a dinky wooden knife
Damn.
has transformed into two deathly sharp sickles, glowing with a fire only dragons can rival. These blades, crafted from your own anger, heed the call of a true warrior of hell. As your rage builds, their flames grow hotter. These blades are as real as your anger, and something within you knows something within these blades tells you this is not our final form. Horrified, I am. I'm reading all the things that might be boring for you to hear. 1d8 plus 4 with no rage, 1d8 plus 4 plus 1d4 plus another d4 for every round you are enraged when I'm enraged.
Damn.
So that would mean
a lot of numbers.
as soon as you enter rage, you're going to add another d4 for like fire damage. And then the
An
next
extra
round,
would be like 2d4.
as your rage burns hotter due to these sickles, you're going to add another d4. So you're rolling 2d4 in round 2. Next round would be 2d4, or 3d4. But tell us what happens.
Starting on their second turn while enraged, the player must begin making a con saving throw beginning at a DC 10, rising by 2 every round. That's not fair. If the player fails, their rage burns out. If they have another rage and the action economy, they can go back into rage, resetting the weapon's attack bonus.
Cool.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. So those are Bean's new kind of set of rules, new little presence that he's got. Gone through a little bit of a change, but that and much more we have to get to as we jump into our recap. Are we ready?
Oh, yeah.
I'm ready.
So last time on Gals and Goblins, things got a little intense. A wave of hands poured into the room, but Sawyer was able to muscle the door closed.
You're welcome, everyone.
Shame.
The hands that made it through the door merged into one large I was gonna say pussy, but like I mean, so it shoots pus.
It
but
was
like,
pussy.
Pussy.
Real
is
close
hard
to getting
say.
canceled over there.
I know. One large pussy hand and attacked.
Still saying it.
The gals swiftly defeated the enemy and faced off against the Crimson Brothers, Snap, Crackle, and Pop, and their classmates, the Golds, who, after some talking, recognized the gals' voices. After one of our heroes bit off the finger of a Crimson boy, Brobini and her team decided to look the other way and let the gals through.
I would also, somebody bit somebody's finger off in front of me, I'd be like, did not see you here.
It was
On a
pretty
school
crazy
assignment,
move.
too.
Yeah.
Hey, I take
insane
grades very seriously.
Bean say, get the finger out of my face.
But that's what people don't get. If I say get out of my face and you don't do it, I'm gonna...
You're valid.
Fuck
You're
around
so
and
valid.
find out.
I do that in
Yeah.
real life, everyone. I tell somebody, I say, if you keep doing that, I'm gonna hit you in the face. And then if they don't do that and I hit them in the face, they can't be mad at me.
Yeah.
That's the rule.
It's valid. Respect Bean's space. The gals continued into the cell block, and upon finding Priscilla and Margie's dad, Margie was snatched up by Apple. Beans began his pursuit with Esta and Sawyer far behind. Beans lost track of Apple and found his way into a room with the Briar Knight and Governor Frey. Beans discovered the Briar Knight to be his brother, Pork Chop, and his wooden blade transformed into 2 sickles. After a harrowing fight, Frey sprung Silver. Are you good?
She's
I was saying,
freaking
yo!
out.
I didn't want to interrupt you.
It looked like you really needed to sneeze.
No, I was silently going, yo!
Hey, Sickles of the Soul is like a really cool name, but you also could have called them sick-ass sickles.
We can call them sick-ass sickles if you want. It's up to you.
No.
That was just a word that I threw on there. After a harrowing fight, Frey sprung Silver Briars onto Beans and escaped into a different room down the hall. Esta chased him down and was discovered by Curd, who knocked her out once she entered Governor Frey's office. Beans, Sawyer, and Porkchop made their way into the room to see the governor at his desk, Apple holding on to Margie, all while their Weaselby friends, Regia, Priscilla, and Mr. Proudtoe, Margie's dad, were shackled with Curd, holding his axe over Esta's neck. Esta, unconscious at this point. Frey offered the gals keep their lives and Margie if they leave behind Priscilla and Mr. Aesir Proudtoe, again, Margie's dad. Beans refused. And at that moment, in an effort to rescue her friends, Esta unlocked the rest of her pins, freeing Theodrix. A blast of electricity exploded from Esta, crushing the SOS crystal Regia had given her, but then some glowing woman resealed the Great Blue Dragon. However, some signal had already been sent out, and a loud explosion shook the tower. Then another. Then our heroes were thrown down as the tower began careening to one side. Apple disappeared, Sawyer grabbed onto Margie, Beans grabbed onto Porkchop, but the Briar Knight indicated that Beans should instead save Esta. Our entire party plus Curd, Porkchop, and Frey began falling out of the tower. The party was then saved by Regis Pegasi, but the other 3 fell into the abyss below.
And
But
now they're dead, and they're not going to come back to bother us
never
ever
return.
again.
Yeah.
Wow, Esta, I hope you took the life of my brother. I saved you instead, so.
damn.
Holy shit.
But
I'm
all
passed
this,
out right now. I didn't hear that.
Yeah, it's just like, roll her on her stomach, roll her on her stomach.
all this before, but not before Beans spotted a little bit of black goop falling as well. And
The goop.
that is where we are now. Well, not there. Instead, we are going to start off in the little plane where Esta resides. So, Esta is still unconscious. The tower has collapsed. Everyone is safe and sound on their Pegasus, riding with someone. But Esta, you recall being in the strange place with Theodrix. He offered to help rescue your friends, and you felt he was being honest and even had a sense of familial care. You granted him his freedom, and in that moment, you felt a surge of magic that was greater than anything you've ever felt. Real quick, how do you... So in terms of like spell slots and everything like that, and like using magic, how do you, Campbell, kind of like envision Esta like using her magic? Like where does she get that from? Where does she pull that from within herself? What does it feel like?
I always imagine it kind of like coming from like her chest or her core. It kind of like radiates out, and then she kind of like directs it through her hand, like down her arms and like through her hands. And it's just like classic electricity. It's just blue and crackling and powerful.
If you, and I would assume as you're using more electricity, like from your core, how do you think Esta feels as she is like draining herself of that electricity?
Ooh. In terms of like what like losing spell slots mean, I think that's just her, like she has kind of like every morning she kind of like wakes up with like a certain level of power inside of her, and she can just sort of like feel that like energy sort of peter out as she like loses energy throughout the day and uses it. I guess.
So as you opened Theodrix's cage, do you know like what your spell slots are at right now, or like how many of you use? Like most of them, all of them? You don't have to give
no, I've only used I've probably used more than this. I think I've used about half of them.
Okay. You feel half of that energy that you start the day with has gone. And as you opened the cage, you felt as though kind of that area where you pull the magic from, the source of your power, it felt as Theodrix exited the cage, it felt as though that exploded with magical power. Like if you had spell slots, it was like unlimited. It was a tidal wave of magic. Like if your source was a puddle, you just jumped into a ocean with a tidal wave happening, and you felt as though you were drowning. But then somewhere along the way, in the middle of this typhoon, you felt a break in the current, and you looked up and you saw this shining woman, and she shoved Theodrix back into the cage, sealed the lock again, and in front of you, she has her eyes closed, tall elven woman, long blonde hair, long features, but she also has like a strong set chin. She has like a butt chin, which also I'll say your dad has a butt chin. And
important thing to note.
Your dad has a butt chin.
I'm seeing it.
You're seeing it. And she's wearing a long white gown as she just like slowly drifts to the floor that you stand on. And as she touches the floor, you're standing in a very thin layer of water. The water doesn't seem to make her gown wet. And her eyes flutter open, and they're a very light blue. And she looks at you, and she just goes, "Are you fucking stupid?"
No, my friends.
What the fuck was that?
No, my friends, I have to go
You
help
could
them.
have died.
No, you
could have
understand.
died. You could have unleashed him upon this realm.
Who are you?
Who are you?
Who are you? This is my pocket plane.
You are very young. You should at least be like, how old are you?
15.
Okay. That's way too young.
Oh.
Way too young. Okay.
I'm sorry.
And you opened the seal. Well, I hope it was for a good reason.
It was.
Okay. No second chances anymore. That was it. I was your last lifeline.
Oh, okay.
If you do this again, that's it. You're dead. He's here. He takes your spot. Has no one told this to you?
No. Fuck, everybody keeps asking me that.
Oh my God.
People keep asking me nobody told me shit about this.
Okay, what's your name?
Esta Ruidon.
Okay. Well, I guess I wouldn't know you. I guess I wouldn't. Oh, and of course you're a Ruidon. Who's your dad?
A Timonus.
Okay. Which number kid are you? Got like 7, right?
15.
15.
15 of 16.
Okay. God. Fuck him. What a fucking prick. Okay. Fuck, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that this is happening to you.
Oh, thank you.
But I mean, I'll just, word of advice, be smarter next time.
Okay.
Don't let out the fucking massive dragon. Okay?
You know what? Now that someone has told me not to, sure.
I mean,
Nobody told me to or
do you
not
have like
to.
any like intuition of like not to do that?
Well, I had a little bit.
Oh, okay. I mean, I would have thought like giant crazy monster. Yeah.
He I don't know. He said that it wasn't gonna kill me, but I guess he was lying. I guess I shouldn't have trusted him so easily.
Yeah, don't trust him.
Okay.
He is in it for himself. He wants to use you just like he's been trying to use our family for generations.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Who are you?
I'm your aunt. I guess I'm Timonus's older sister. That guy was Theodrix. Mm-hmm. I was responsible for him before you.
I see.
Yeah.
How people keep telling me that they're sorry that this has been done to me. How did this happen to me and you?
Well, you're not supposed to know at 15. Well, I'll tell you, we were chosen as a great honor to the family to carry on this tradition. It comes with a lot of choices made for us in that we are not allowed to have families. We are expected to live in solitude. And whenever we die, we are expected to hand the power over to the next in line, whoever is the youngest at the time. And after a long life, I came to terms with it. I thought for most of my life that it wasn't okay, that something wrong happened to me was wrong. And I wish that someone had told me whenever I was younger that they were sorry that this has happened. And so I just wasn't angry for my entire life. Don't talk to the dragon, okay? He's evil, he's bad.
Don't talk to him at all?
Never. If you can ignore him, that would be ideal. Esther, you remember now that your friends might be dead and that you don't know what's happening to them.
Fuck. I've had a day.
Yeah.
The only reason I did this was I tried to do this was to save my friends.
Okay. You probably would have killed them in the process of doing what you did. That was insanely reckless of you. Nobody
told me that.
Okay.
Thank you for saving me and thank you for letting me not die.
You're welcome.
I thought it was my only chance. But I don't want to leave. I have so many more questions for you, but I have to go.
Okay. Well, I don't really know how this works either. I'm figuring it out. So maybe I'm here, maybe I'm not.
I hope you are.
Yeah, I don't know if I hope I'm here. Okay. Well, okay. Just don't do it again. Okay.
Okay.
I can't do that again. It was like no takes backsies. There was like the one fail safe.
Understood.
Okay.
I won't do it again.
Good. And we cut away from that. And we go back to the outside world. You all are flying on Pegasi. I'm going to say Beans and Esther are on the same Pegasus. So Beans, Esther is just passed out on the Pegasus. Sawyer, you're with Margie on a Pegasus. You guys see on the other Pegasi. Actually, well, you're on the Nightmare. Beans.
Yes.
On the other Pegasi, you see Toby and Regia are together. You see Lee and Priscilla are together. And then you also see Mr. Proud Toe, Margie's dad, by himself on a Pegasus. Pegasus is kind of flying wildly. And you guys are all flying through the city. It's like dead of night still. And you see Regia is at front of the pack, and it seems like Toby saying something to her is you guys are flying back towards the docks.
Did Apple disappear with Margie?
No. Apple just vanished. You can assume that the deal had kind of gone haywire or whatever agreement had happened.
So where's Margie?
Margie is
behind you,
with
right?
Margie is with
okay.
Sawyer.
Sorry.
Sawyer
missed
got
that.
Margie.
Are you okay back there?
Yeah,
I'm so sorry. I let her get you.
no, it's you didn't let her get me. She's kind of crazy, so it's not your fault.
I don't know. I
Don't,
should have
like,
been.
blame
I should have been
yourself.
holding. I don't know. I should have been holding your hand, or I should have been watching out for you. And I feel like this is the second time that you've almost gotten taken. And
Well, what good is this gonna do? Is worrying right now. I'm just happy that we got out of there.
yeah, me too. And you're okay?
Yeah, no, I'm all good. I'm all good.
Okay. I like adjust the knot around the sweater that I tied around her.
You adjust the knot, and you all continue flying on the Pegasi. You guys see Regia and Toby land at the docks. Regia jumps off the Pegasus and goes to Priscilla, who's off in front of y'all. Y'all are towards the back, and you see that they like storm onto the southern wind. And so right now on the docks is Toby, Lee, Esta, Beans, Sawyer, and Margie. So basically all of the kids are on the dock. And give me perception checks, just Sawyer and Beans.
17.
15.
Sawyer, you can kind of hear from within, you hear Maeve's voice at a feverish, excited, but kind of trying to keep her voice down, berating manner, talking to someone. But
okay.
she's just really upset about something. Like she seems pissed.
Can I sneak to is she like in the engine room or something?
Yeah, I mean,
Like, where's it coming
there's I'd say that there's like the engine room, which was like down in the depths. There's like a little captain's room or something like that. Yeah, if you get closer, you can hear Maeve yelling, you could have killed everyone. And, and I don't know what, your sex tries to do, but you could have killed anyone if you set off that freaking SOS crystal, okay? And then you hear Regia banter something back. It seems like they're kind of having some spat.
So we didn't set it off.
You don't know really what happened. You just know that Esta exploded.
Yeah. So, and the crystal is gone. Maybe.
Yeah, you saw like red lights flash out.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, and everyone, you said just the kids. Where's Mr. Proudtoe? Is he?
Proudtoe, actually, yeah, no, I'd say Proudtoe's still on a Pegasus.
I'm
Margie
worried
goes over to him and is like checking on him.
because I'm worried that they're going to try to take him too. Mm-hmm. Okay, but they're reunited. That's
they're
good.
reunited. They're kind of checking in on each other, Margie and Mr. Proudtoe. So what do y'all want to do right now? Esta is passed out on the back of a horse.
Yeah. I'll go feed Esta.
Lamb noodle.
Beans. I'll kind of tell you. I'll like tell everyone like what's going on. I'll be like, big stink in there, and then I'm gonna try to like Gatorade bottle a health potion into your mouth.
Yeah, Esta, you pop back up.
Sweet. Oh my god.
Oh, there she is.
Oh, thank God. I was really worried that you blew up,
You exploded.
like metaphorically and physically.
Yeah.
I thought that was it for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
How's Theatrix?
Back in the cage.
Oh, what?
Tried to let him out.
You put him back in the cage?
No,
That's badass.
No, hang on. You let him out of the cage?
No, I let him out of the cage in attempt to get us out of there. Turns out I should not be talking to him. Well, a glowy woman showed up. Did I get her name?
I don't know if you did, but her name. You didn't get her name.
My aunt showed up.
Oh, okay.
Shit, I didn't get her name. She
That's
was
okay.
apparently the twin soul for Theatrix before me. It told me a lot of really valuable stuff. But first, she slammed the gate shut again and said that was my only It was kind of my one get out of jail free card. I would have died.
Oh,
So oopsies.
but she saved you?
But she saved me. So thank goodness for that.
Yeah, just a whoopsie doopsie.
Yeah.
Can everyone stop getting so close to dying?
I'm sorry. I don't know what I thought.
I don't know.
Do you want a health potion too?
No, I'm fine.
Does anyone else need a health potion?
No, Beans is looking down at his arms. I'm assuming it's been several minutes to get here. So like this like silvery likeness that's like, I understand correctly, it's like kind of like gone underneath his fur, but still, like,
You can like if you look
like,
into the
see it.
fur, if you get close and you look at his fur, like you can see kind of little traces throughout the fur.
They look like apples now.
They actually don't. Apples were bare.
Oh, hers were like scars.
Yes.
Okay, and these are like silver metal.
There's
still
something there. Apples, it was like there's nothing there.
Okay.
Okay, got it.
yeah, this doesn't seem like great, but I don't think health potion going to fix it.
Esther, do you know about this?
No.
I tried to get them off.
Oh yeah.
It was like the hardest I've ever, like the strongest I've ever pulled at anything, like the strongest I've ever felt, and I still couldn't get them off.
Oh, Beans. What did he do to you?
Boy, if I knew. But he did the same thing to my brother Porkchop, aka Briar Knight.
That's your brother?
Yeah.
Oh.
Under all that stuff. That's not what he normally looks like.
Oh.
Well, but I guess he's in the abyss now.
I bet he's okay.
I'm sure he's all right. He seems like a tough guy right now.
That's true.
Yeah.
I think he'll be just fine.
But if he's okay, then maybe Governor Frey is okay, which,
well,
I don't know which is worse.
No, I hope he's a grease spot on the pavement.
I hope he's a glue spot on the pavement.
Huh?
Oh, never mind.
Okay.
Let's just say I got a little something coming his way.
I have no idea what she was doing. I just know Apple could see her.
I get out my glue. If it's the last
do
thing
to
I
him?
do,
What are you going to do to him?
I'm gonna glue that motherfucker.
Sawyer's become an oath paladin.
Yeah.
And then I added
What are you
level of
gonna
oath
glue it
paladin.
Oath of glue.
Oath of glue.
Oath of
stick.
adhesion.
Yeah. The sticky crew.
So,
Sorry, it's not really a laughing matter.
well, hey, it's good to laugh in the good times and the bad times.
I agree, Beans.
Maybe we can. Do they hurt right now?
No, they feel fine.
Okay.
It's a little itchy.
It's a little itchy.
Oh, do you want to?
Oh.
Do you want a little?
Yeah, okay. But it's getting itchier now. Like,
Yeah.
it's like
Oh,
if
It
you
makes
take
it
it.
itch more.
Oh, yeah, you take it away, not really
Oh,
itchy.
it's like
That's the worst.
It's like a skeeter bite.
Yeah.
Skeeter bite. Okay, so are we calling this mission a success, a failure? Feeling very conflicted emotions now about what happened.
I feel like maybe it's just not over.
Yeah,
Kind of
pork
like
chop is still
mission
out there,
incomplete.
and we're gonna get him back. But everybody survived. Maybe.
We got the people that we wanted. We got Priscilla and Mr. Proudtoe back.
Yeah, everybody got out.
Toby walks up and he goes, I consider it a mission success. We got the Pegasus eggs turned in,
That's exactly what I was about to
A
say,
plus
Toby.
coming our way.
A+, that's what I'm saying.
That's true. Our quest was an A+.
Oh, I just remembered. I run over to the door. I run over and throw the door open where Maeve and Rija are.
You open the door and the argument has kind of died down.
We survived.
Maeve like tic-tacs over with her little feet and she puts like her feathers up to your cheeks and she goes, oh thank goodness, you guys are all right. I was really freaking out, those bombs went off and I started freaking out. And
Yeah, was that you?
Maeve gives a very like pointed look at Regia's and Priscilla's direction. She goes, well, no, it wasn't me or Buddy, but it was still the silver crown. And so for that, I'm sorry on their behalf.
Was that like a plan that was supposed to happen when it did? Or did we trigger something when we exploded? And by we, I mean Esta.
Sorry.
Maeve looks at Rija, and Rija, now a little bit more embarrassed that she's just kind of got a talking to from Maeve, goes, "Oh yeah, that was kind of like the fail-safe. If we didn't think that there was a way out, we could at least take the tower down."
So wait, let me get this straight. If we couldn't escape the stealth mission, the backup plan was to explode the tower.
The Pegasi were on their way. I knew where they were, and I knew that I could call them. It was a totally fine and solid plan.
This feels like same thought process as like I keep cyanide pill in my back tooth so I can crack it if the mission goes awry.
It wasn't a suicide
Wow,
plan.
where'd you hear about that?
Oh, that is part of training.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't have one.
Hyperia.
I guess I would be a lot more mad if we hadn't,
It wasn't like
exploded of our own volition
It
as
wasn't-
well as yours.
the crystal.
Sorry.
The crystal itself wasn't a bomb. It was just a signal for the bombs to go off, and then also the Pegasi would come, which they did, and here we are, all alive.
Self-destruct button.
Oh, you're one to talk. Here's what I have to say. Esther, no more exploding. Rija, no more exploding us.
It worked. And also, I mean, it wasn't the dire situation. Esther exploded, not to put blame on you. I'm so sorry. But it wasn't like a conscious decision as far as I'm aware.
I didn't know I was going to explode.
Fair.
You didn't know? I thought that you were like, time to explode.
No.
Rija, what? I have a lot of questions for you.
Yeah.
Let's start with one I guess I most want to know. What do you know about what Governor Frey is doing?
From our intel, we know that he has been dealing with some kind of hellish negotiations. He still works for the Golden Order. We don't know how much the Golden Order knows about what he's been up to, but he's been dipping into other avenues, maybe to help himself. We aren't for sure, but I think it's safe to assume that I'm not fully sure on why he would want Margie and Mr. Proudtoe. That part is still blocked off for us.
And we're sure he's not like secret Lord of Hell, like in disguise, maybe?
I mean, he might as well be. I don't know if he's in disguise or anything. He seems to like the material plane a lot.
Okay, follow-up question. How many Silver Crown people are here in Cato?
Well, I can't.
That's you don't
Yeah.
give me exact numbers and just
Well, there's
an idea.
Cato. There's the largest group of us in a city, which is about under 15.
Oh, I thought the number you were going to give me was much, much bigger than that. Are there a lot of little groups of you in a lot of cities?
A lot is kind of a big word.
Over 30.
Yeah, give or take.
Okay.
But we mainly, our HQ is up north. And Rija looks at Maeve, and Maeve gives her a nod. And Rija goes, we're mainly HQ'd at Raven Rock.
Is that in the mountains?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you all kind of see that like the word Raven Rock seems to have been like a point of discussion. I'd say at some point during their arguing, you guys probably heard the word Raven Rock thrown around. And at this point also, I'm going to say like everyone is now in like these quarters. Everyone is on the ship, and Maeve goes over to you all and the Weaselby kids and is like, I'm sorry, I know that you guys are on your quest and you guys still got to get back, but is it okay, if we maybe take flight and, on the ship here, and then, we can get out of your hair on the Pegasi. I mean, me and Buddy can fly away, but the rest of us who need to go our ways on the Pegasi, we can just kind of take care of that. I think we just need to get out of Cato because it's a little hot right now, if you know what I'm talking about.
Yes,
I think that's a great idea.
Can the Pegasi fit on the southern wind? Is that what you're asking? Or can they fly maybe next to it?
Rija goes, I mean, there will probably be, a couple that are on the deck giving a rest, and then we can have some flying next to us.
Lee, how do you feel about that? You're the captain.
Well, Rija, do they poop a lot? Rija goes, I can take care of that. No problem.
So the weight limit is okay.
Toby, do you think the weight limit will be okay? Toby goes, yeah, I think we can do anything. We put our minds to it.
Okay. I feel
Toby.
like we've had some bad experiences with the law enforcement here, and they are probably on our tail.
It's time to get out of town.
How's Brobini's, or is it Brobini's ship or the Crimson Brothers ship?
It was the Crimson Brothers ship. I was going to say that y'all saw that it had already left.
Okay. So at least we know that they
Oh no, they're controlling the narrative.
their
now.
pranked ship.
Are we just going back to school after that?
Miss Maeve, where are you going?
Well, Buddy and I are probably going to have to swing by the house and pick up a few things, swing by the base and probably clear it out, burn some documents. But our long-term plan is within the next week, fly back to Raven Rock.
So do we need to say bye to you now?
Not right at this second, but, probably coming soon. So you see at this moment, Toby, you hear Toby fires up the engine and they all start flying off. You see, Margie's back working. Margie's showing her dad how to work some stuff, and
He was in prison for.
hey, the ship's got to fly.
I guess so.
Maeve goes, well, we're planning on just get everyone organized here, and then we'll fly back to Cato as soon as possible. We just wanted to try to answer any questions or straighten anything out.
I do have a lot of questions.
Real quick, yeah, of course.
Okay, so I am not very politically minded unless it comes to trading Arcado ball players. What does the Silver Crown, what's your, do you guys have a mission statement? What's your vibe?
We think about taking care of Eldervale, and, we try to focus on the inhabitants. And, this all started way back with, the interplanar war and everything, and the Golden Order hopping up. And our founders are kind of a sect of the people who started that. And they didn't think that they were running it correctly, being they kind of had an uneven power balance among them. And so our founders split off from those people and kind of started doing their own thing. We're in politics. We're not in politics. Some of us are. We also don't fully know everyone that's in this organization. It's, if Rija was captured and tortured and told to admit stuff, then, what is she going to say? Or, you see, they kind of, Maeve stops now and she goes, I don't know how long Priscilla was there, but Priscilla is just kind of keeping quiet throughout this whole thing. But Maeve goes, we don't think that the Golden Order is necessarily the ones who have everyone's best interests in mind. And
yeah, they put us in a hole.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we get where you're coming from.
Yeah. They also patrol the hallways at school, which feels weird.
Yeah. So is the Silver Crown just kind of anything the Golden Order does, the Silver Crown is don't do that?
Honestly, it kind of stems from a suspicion of the Golden Order, and we kind of put our noses into whatever they're doing. And turns out, 9 times out of 10, there's probably something fishy going on. A lot of independent guys, like Governor Frey, probably working for himself, or we don't know the inner workings of the Golden Order. There's still a lot that we don't know. We just know that from the founding of everything, stuff hasn't been right.
So Priscilla, are you on this team too?
Nods her head and goes, yes, Rija and I are relatively new to the whole situation, but Rija kind of brought me in, and Rija is the one you want to talk to for anything like that.
No, I actually want to talk to you. As you know, I'm a big fan of your work.
Thank you.
But you know what?
Is that allowed?
You know what I like about it? That there are some layers. My friend and I have been reading it, and there's just some deeper levels to the stuff that you're writing about.
Some extra layers.
Yeah, like some symbolism and stuff that is maybe pertinent to...
Some references.
Yeah. Like what's going on there we were recently in the temple of a moon goddess, and the Golden Order like dropped a bunch of stuff on it, and they had like there was goop.
Do you guys know about the goop?
Okay, I know we all had a big day, but
They all look very confused whenever y'all start talking about goop.
You don't know about the goop?
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh,
they
this
don't
is
know about
bad.
the fucking goop.
Okay,
This is bad.
we'll tell you about the goop if you tell us about why are you writing those things that you're writing? Like, what do you know that we don't know?
Priscilla looks like shocked, but like somewhat kind of honored that you think that her work is like has so many layers.
Oh my god. At the beginning of what's the one called?
Lonely Heart.
Drops on the neck.
No.
Oh,
no, the moon goddess one.
The moon. The one that begins with the story.
She's in love with the moon.
The sun and the
It's
star
dedicated to
and
all the
moon.
lonely souls.
Yeah.
I'm simply just parroting back what I've heard.
Good job, Beans.
Thank you.
We appreciate your input.
Beans has been reading a little bit as well. I taught him a W for
Yeah.
Wendell.
Yes. So anything that starts with a W equals Wendell. Anything that starts with an S equals Sawyer. Mm-hmm. Anything that starts with an X equals Esta.
We're getting there. It's all right.
Close.
I think it's Under the Stars. Was that it?
Yeah.
That sounds
Okay.
right.
Under the stars.
At the beginning of Under the Stars, there's this kind of fable. Well, no, not a fable. It's like a.
Yeah. So I read that in a book, like whenever I was younger.
It all comes down to a book. A book leads to another
So
book.
that was like already
Yeah.
folklore.
But I don't know where that book is. It was an old book that my family had, and I can tell you it was about the moon goddess Lunastera, and she met kind of like the queen of hell, Astaroth. And I liked doing like research for my books, and like I found some history books that like theorized the beginning of the interplanar war and also like the formation of the planes.
Yes.
And so all gods live on the spiritual plane. It was always there.
I was just gonna say, would I like have any like context or insider history on the Queen of Hell?
Oh, you're gonna roll that after this kind of little thing that she tells you.
Great. It's a -1, so
She goes, yeah, it was like all gods lived on the spiritual plane. It was always there. And then a dark god fell in love with a lighter god. And then they essentially created hell and the material plane. One god became, the dark god became queen of hell, Astaroth. And then the other became the moon goddess, Lunastera. And there was like a lot more to the story, but I was a young writer and I just kind of like wanted to, use that little part, that kind of jumping off point. And I wanted to like get to the good stuff, you know what I'm talking about?
You jumped
is
off all
great.
right.
I wanted to consider writing a sequel because it was about the book that I originally read. It was about how Hyperia, who was kind of the biggest goddess, I mean, not of like the lighter gods. She was not like the boss or the creator. She was just kind of like the most well-known out of all of them, the most powerful, that she was jealous of the creation of hell and jealous of the creation of the material plane. And so she made life, Hyperia
Yes.
made life
Yes.
to make their
Yes.
lives easier.
This is all. It's all coming
This is-
together.
Wait, to make
this
whose
is-
lives easier?
To make their lives busier. I'm sorry.
Busier.
To like make their lives harder.
Wait, so
That's why-
Hyperia was like, I'm going to create life so that you guys have to deal with it.
Mhm.
Because
This seems like it's like fitting a lot from what you guys are talking about.
yeah. But what did they made a star?
So like the two lovers got sick of how busy their lives had become, of like hell in the material plane. There were so many people, there were all these new species and stuff like that. And then they wanted to live quietly with just kind of one thing. And so they made a star that was brighter than any star that Hyperia could create, than anything that she could create on the material plane.
I thought they made the star and then Hyperia got jealous and then she made life.
I don't know. It could have been.
You gotta be kidding me. Okay, so either that happened or what you just said is Hyperia got jealous that they were in love and made life and then they made the star after?
Yeah, I mean, look, the timelines could be crossed. This is thousands of years because I'm talking about the creation of planes. And then now we get to the interplanar war, which was, 60 years ago, 70 years ago. And that was when Hyperia stole the star. And
Does the star have a form? Because like something
that wasn't in the book
gives
that I
me
read.
An inkling that everyone in this story has a physical form. Well, maybe. I don't know if Hyperia does. But Luna, Astera, and Astaroth can appear on this plane.
I mean, I assume the star is like a kid or something.
Yeah. Okay, super interesting. I don't have any leads on that. I wink at y'all.
I know we kind of asked this, and you said keeping track of Golden Order, but like, is the Silver Crown looking for anything? Like, is there an end goal? Like, is it just like bring down the Golden Order, keep eye on Golden Order?
Are you trying to get the star back?
Yeah.
Well, I believe that was part of the original founders. We know that it was lost and then we helped retrieve it. Like I said, I mean, there's communication among the different groups of the Silver Crown is very difficult. It's people don't share names. People speak in code. We don't fully know what's been said or what any goals are. We kind of were just here keeping close eye on the Golden Order.
Does the leader of the Silver Crown stay at Raven Rock? I'm assuming there's a leader.
Maeve chimes in and she goes, well, I would assume so. I don't know if they are there or not, or I mean,
If it's you have to tell us right now.
No, I'm telling you,
Tell
it's not me.
us.
It's
That would
not
be
me.
so badass.
That'd be insane.
I've heard tell of them, and Raven Rock also is just where we're told that everyone's at. It also could be no one's there.
Oh.
But it seems like the best lead we got to go on, and I don't think we can stay in Kato much longer.
Raven Rock. What's the name of Lord Arathis' perfume? Eau de Raven.
This is not
I think it's
lining up at
all
all.
coming together.
I don't think so.
Oh, the dots.
The dots.
Connecting.
I'm connecting them.
Does the Silver Crown know about Lord Arathis?
Oh yeah, well I bet because
Well,
he's
I
like the
know
leader
that
of the
he's-
Golden Order.
He's part of the Golden Order.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, is he
sucks,
the-
but
Was he the leader? What's their hierarchy system?
They're kind of like a board.
Yeah.
Oh, like an oligarchy?
Yeah. Yeah.
I know I just mentioned that I have no political savviness.
Like an oligarchy.
It's kind of a group of people who decide big things and important things that kind of get carried out through the rest of everything. And they are...
I only know that word because that's also what the Eldravarel Professional Arcano Ball League uses for their leadership system.
they are also
Oligarchy.
an oligarchy.
So Felicity taught me that word.
Yeah. No, they are the judges, they are the law writers, the lawmakers, and at the end of the line, the law enforcers.
Esther, Sawyer, can I say something crazy?
I don't know if you can top my perfume theory.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, that was crazy. Do you guys think that maybe we should go to Estea? Right, Esther? That's where your dad is?
Yes.
Well,
I just think, listen,
that would be like walking in right into the hornet's nest, I gotta say.
I'm just kind of interested in maybe we can get in front of this story, before it hits the headlines. We can break the news.
We could spin a yarn
But
about this.
But I also
to cover
don't think
y'all's tracks.
I don't think we know enough to
Well-
break the news.
So I sort of have the image in my mind and the memory of us kind of getting our ass kicked back there.
I don't.
And
I don't remember that.
You don't remember that part?
Beans looks down at his arms.
I also look at your arms. I say maybe if we flew to Estea right now, they would just, hornet nest us.
Give me perception checks.
Well, my dad wouldn't hornet nest us.
Sure.
Based on the track record of his personal bodyguard, I don't really want to risk it.
He didn't know it was me.
I got a nat 1.
Nat 20.
Ooh.
What is this perception?
Yeah. I got
17.
You Beans, you see you guys start talking about going to Estea. You see that Buddy, Maeve, Priscilla, and Regia all start looking at each other. You see on the nat 20, Regia goes to her blade. And Priscilla grabs her arm. Whoa. And then Maeve goes, okay. And Maeve's eyes are on Regia. And she's like, I just want to lay out some stuff for you all right now. So we can't even trust you all 100%. You need to know that anything that you tell anyone, you have to trust them 100% with whatever info you give. And we just handed over very valuable information to you all. I cannot say under good conscience that I would be happy with this ship going straight to Estea after a suicide mission, basically. Had to bail you all out. And we don't know what information could be handed over that could possibly be the end to our inner workings. We don't know for sure what Governor Frey has, what the other guy has.
Who's the other guy? Lord Arathis?
Curd.
Oh, Curd.
We don't even know if they're alive. We don't even.
I know what Curd doesn't have a job anymore.
And what's he gonna say? And I'm sure that everyone has filled each other in on the situation.
See, I told you this was a crazy idea.
What is he gonna know? What is he gonna say? That he tried to kill, his boss's daughter? That he almost killed him, almost murdered her? I don't think that he can say that to your father. So if that gives you peace of mind, and then Governor Frey. If I'm sure, maybe word gets out that he's dealing with hell. If we know that he pops back up, we can send in some spies on the inside. And I'll actually, we'll get word out right now that he was doing dealings with hell, that he had plans with the Tabaxi, and that a deal was going down. But we still need to figure out the Githyanki stuff. That is a big thing that we don't know about. But yeah, I just... Long story short, I would not advise you all to go to Estea right now. I can't stop you. She looks at Regia. She goes, I can't stop you.
But somebody might.
Regia looks like, still with your nat 20, Regia looks like she's tensed up, but she doesn't look like she's going to pounce. That was kind of like a reactionary, you're not going to Estea. And she seems to be quelled by Maeve's I'm not going to stop you. If you go there, that is your volition and your choice.
So we can at least tell everyone in Cato the truth about Governor Frey. I feel like a lot of people will believe it. Find that parakeet kid. Huh? He owes me a favor. That parakeet kid, you can find him and he can start spreading.
Kids are the most powerful and everybody listens to them.
He can start spreading the rumors.
I think there's plenty of rumors that Governor Frey is not good.
Yeah, I feel like there's probably a lot of people who don't like him already, right?
Well, the people of Cato, that would do nothing. I mean, it's more about the higher-ups, the people he worked with in the Golden Order. Oh. If they knew that he was dealing with hell, then he probably has no standing anymore.
My thing is...
really? I thought the Golden Order... No, the Golden Order's not working with hell at all? Is the Silver Crown?
No. No, Golden Order is, they're very Hyperia-based.
Yeah.
They're big with that.
So we're just supposed to go back to school
and act like we just delivered some Pegasus eggs and then came right home
and do school things.
And I bet we're going to get in trouble for our prank.
And my thing is, I don't know.
Shit. We're going to get in so much trouble.
Oh, what could so much trouble even be? But still.
But you could just explode and then we'll be out of it again.
Yeah. Can you use that again?
No, I'm not going to explode again.
Okay. Whatever.
Well,
but here's the thing. How many times can we walk back into the den of the Golden Order before they get us, you know? Like, I feel like it's like Belly of Beast at Frogmont.
Yeah, we've sort of been trying to figure out whether this is true or not, but we think Lord Arathis might live there.
I think we confirmed it when we snuck into his room.
Oh, yeah, we snuck into his room. Wow, that was a stealth mission for the history books. You would have loved that one, Maeve.
Well, I mean, I guess this is just kind of quick thinking. I mean, would you rather go to sleep at night knowing that there is a wasp nest outside your door, or would you which is Frogmont? You know, it's dangerous and there's some danger there, but there's also still a lot of protection. There's not a lot of people who know stuff. There's people in high places that have power. Or would you rather sleep in a room that outside the door is a big bear? Then that's Astea. If you open that door, no one's there to protect you. No one's there to help you. And no magic, no nothing. The big bear is going to get you.
Interesting. I think I would like a third option where nothing is outside the door.
Yeah. But
No, not nothing. Like only good things are outside the door.
Well, and so this kind of goes on to my other thing of you all don't go back to Frogmont and nothing has changed. You all have knowledge. You all have insight on what is happening. You all know of things occurring. You can look at things with a different light. And so
I actually do have some people that I want to ask some questions to.
Yeah,
at Frogmont.
I'd say get people on your side. I'd say, get stronger, rally your forces, and
represent the student body as their president.
Yeah.
That's a great goal. That's a great goal.
Yes.
Vote for Beans.
Vote for Esta for president.
Vote for Esta as vice president and Beans as president. Beans will never explode, literally.
Oh, Esta's never going to explode again.
Well, it sounds like you could one more time.
No fear.
Well, all I'm saying is that, you'll be better equipped. And also, to wake up the third option of nothing outside your door, you don't have that option anymore. You got to choose. You got to choose between, a poopy butt or,
I didn't like that analogy.
Yeah, or a poopy hand, they both suck.
Oh, well, I think a poopy hand would be worse.
Exactly.
Wait,
but they're both unfavorable.
Wait, so
we're going back to Frogmont. Fine.
And we have to poop on ourselves?
Regia goes, I think it was a figure of speech.
Oh, thank God. Well, is there anything we could do to, fuck over the Golden Order while we're there? Think maybe prank level, but would maybe help the cause in the end.
What would be a really bad thing for Lord Arathis to do? What would be something that if Lord Arathis was seen doing it would be really bad for the Golden Order, good for the Silver Crown? Dream big.
Me? Are you asking me?
Any open question. Open to ideas.
Buddy.
And
brainstorm.
Yeah, the Southern Wind Crew is great at pranks too, so
call it a dream session we're having right now.
Yeah.
I'll say Toby, Buddy, and Lee raise their hands. Toby goes, well, you could, throw him off the cliff. That'd be good.
Oh.
And then Lee goes, or, well, you could, and this is just, an option. You could clog his toilet and then, cast a fireball in his room. And then, you could steal all of his clothes. So he has to go naked. And then,
in some ways, we're a step ahead of you.
well, that's good. That's good. And then Buddy Weatherfeather goes, get a picture of him on the toilet. That's pretty good.
Okay.
Does that embarrass me?
It's pretty good.
Okay.
Maeve looks at you all and goes, I'm sure you guys could come up with better stuff than that.
I meant more. I was thinking more high level politically.
You could probably mess up
Maybe
some
if he was
documents.
Caught with something.
if he was caught going to hell, if he was caught
That would be a
communicating
big
with
deal.
someone from hell, then it would make the true rumor more substantial that the Golden Order is dealing with hell.
That would be a big deal. That would.
That would get him.
Great brainstorming, everyone.
Great. That seems like a tough thing to stage on our part, but
I don't think so. I think we can do it.
Yeah.
okay. Well, now that we're armed with this interesting and a lot of knowledge, I guess we should get on our way and you guys go and we go back to school.
That's, what we got to figure out. Regia, Priscilla, where are you guys heading? And Priscilla speaks up and she goes, well, we were considering going to Snowline, but that doesn't seem very much like the safest option right now. So
Did you say snow lime?
Snowline.
Line. I heard lime.
Snowline. And, but I guess Raven Rock seems like the safest option for us as well. And then there's a little bit of silence. And then they look over at Mr. Proudtoe and Margie, who are outside. And Maeve goes, well, we should probably bring them with us. They want them for whatever reason. I don't think that we could send her back to school.
That is probably best idea.
What? Wait.
Well, let's get their opinions on it first. And they call the Proudtoes in. And they explain everything. They go over everything. And Mr. Aesir Proudtoe is like, yeah, I think that's the best option for us right now. Doesn't seem like we should go back home or anything. And Margie, what do you think? And you guys see that Margie's like upset, very silent in this moment. And Margie looks to you three.
I don't want you to go all the way over there. Can you transfer to Frogmont? I don't know. I don't want you to have to just stop going to Weaselby. No, you shouldn't have to transfer to Frogmont. You're starting the Arcano Ball team at Weaselby, and you've got your own team and your own crew, and you're all the captain of the Southern Wind.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. If I'm back at school, then there's still a lot of people like you guys, and I think I'd be safer there, and it's like easier for me to hide there, or like.
And I can come down to Weaselby anytime and protect you or whatever.
Me. Maeve goes like, well, we don't know how Apple found you. She might have probably been on the ship before you all got on.
And I think she will always know how to find you.
What if it's like reverse psychology? Like Apple thinks Margie's gonna go hide in a remote bunker so then if she just goes back to Weaselby, Apple won't even look.
I think this sucks to say, but we don't always get to do exactly what we want. We don't always get to just be the little guy who wants to lead the life we want to lead. Sometimes it's gonna have to suck, and I think this might just be a sucky thing that has to happen. I mean, the alternative is go to school and live the life you want, or be safe from a guard of hell who is trying to take you, I assume, to hell. And it just seems that the pros and cons of both of those things, there's a clear winner. But I mean, like, Margie, I get it. I mean, I just want to wake up on my bug-filled mattress every day and just hang out with my friends.
Give me a persuasion check, and I'm saying this purely because of her beliefs with disadvantage.
What you know about a 5? Or an 8.
Margie seems moved because of what you told her, and you think she listened to everything that you said and it meant something to her, but you see it like her kind of stern face and stubbornness doesn't change.
Beans, do you think Apple's more likely to go after... If Margie and her dad are together, then Apple could get both of them at once. Is it better for them to be separate? Not that I want you guys to be separate, just, you already were off at school and... You
see Margie's dad goes, well, I think that if anyone needs to be with Margie, I think it should be me. And then Margie goes, yeah, but I think Sawyer has a really good point here of, maybe if we all go to Raven, Rock or whatever, then everyone knows that we're there. I mean, if you all know about Raven Rock, then who else knows? Maybe there's people who are in the Silver Crown who know about that.
It sounded like they really only need one of you.
Yeah. And they don't even know what the point of us is. We could have been a mistake. Could have been like, we don't matter. You see, like Maeve goes, well, it seems like you are important, but I mean, she has a point. We don't know what they wanted her for.
I think it's better to go somewhere where they know who wants you and they can try to protect you. Whereas at school, you're not going to be able to tell anybody what's happening and they
But I
can't
have
give you any protection.
Toby and Lee and you guys and Sawyer.
Yeah, we'll come protect you. And I mean, everyone at Weaselbee, I guess if you guys are any, indication, Weaselbee's got some badass people over there. They could protect you too. Who's in charge at Weaselbee? I bet they wouldn't let somebody come around and just kidnap their students.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know who's in charge of Weaselbee. It's kind of,
Is it kind of like a
free
free learning?
It's not adding a lot of confidence into sending you back.
But,
No.
The mystery adds to.
This is insane.
We don't know.
This is insane. We are kids. We couldn't even run a stealth mission with 8 of us without almost all of us dying, and some of us, I don't know, scarred maybe for life from it. So this is insane. You don't always get what you want. You can't always be happy. Sometimes you gotta go sit in a little room because it's safe. Sometimes safe is more important than anything else.
Beans can roll me just a flat persuasion.
Nat 20.
Nice.
Damn.
You see something specifically, Beans, that there was kind of no way that she was gonna go to Raven Rock, and it was kind of like either goes back to school or runs away. She's not going to Raven Rock. And I'll say just you see that, Beans, but you see now that sheer options might have changed. She stopped fighting back, and she doesn't say anything. She just kind of gets tears in her eyes and stands there and nods her head, as
Margie,
agreeing with you.
Again, I can acknowledge that this sucks a lot, but also I think there's more than just you and your wants at stake here, which is not fair, but I think you might be the key to something bigger. So you, forgive me for saying this, so for you trying to be selfish, you could jeopardize the whole realm, essentially.
It's not selfish to just want to not be in a bunker.
We don't know if she's going to bunker.
Where are you guys going? If you describe a bunker,
We don't, it's going to be in the mountains somewhere. We don't know if it's a bunker or not. We don't fully know.
Could
how
be
far away is it?
a cool cavernous room.
You know that it's the far north of Eldraveil, northwest, where there's snow and stuff like that.
Well, maybe if we get a chance to come visit you, we'll bring the Arcano Ball to you.
What? No way! I think you should just stay at Weaselbee.
And what? Get taken and then open, I don't know, rift in the plains, and then everything crashes down, and...
What are you talking about?
What do you mean what I'm talking about? We've seen what happens with Sabina.
Maeve goes, okay, now it's time for you to spill. What are you talking
remember that
about?
thing of you guys don't 100% trust us? We don't have to 100% trust you, right?
Wait, out of character, do you know about that?
Yeah, you
we
guys
all
all know
saw
about
that.
I guess
We all told each other about it.
I didn't tell y'all shit.
I guess y'all don't know that she's a Githyanki.
Oh, should we?
I thought we did.
No, we learned that Margie told me that in the bathroom.
I think I have a solve. The Silver Crown is saying
We
that they
did
don't
just
know.
see goop.
So I'm going to say the Silver Crown
Which
does
isn't
not have a.
really a Githyanki.
The Silver Crown does not know. You guys are arguing about this. You're with Margie. Everyone's arguing. I'm going to say Mr. Proudtoast speaks up and says, the reason that they want us is because we're Githyanki, and if you kill a Githyanki, it opens a plane between the realms. At that, Maeve, all the Silver Crown people, Maeve, Buddy, Priscilla, and Regia stand up straight. They're just looking at Mr. Proudtoe. Margie looks stunned.
I didn't tell them. I didn't tell anyone.
No, I know it's my dad. Thank you for not telling them. Margie believes you.
Okay.
But it was Mr. Proudtoe's volition.
Yeah.
Does that solve everything? It does.
Well,
Maeve goes, well, if anything, that gives us more reason for us to go to Raven Rock.
That's what I'm saying.
you can't go back to Weaselbee.
Margie, after this information, I'll say Sawyer, give me a persuasion check right now. Beans hit the nat 20. Her father just revealed this. Everyone, this is going to be you're going to need a nat 20 for her decision to kind of be swayed in a certain way.
10. I just think that you should get to go to school and, like, I don't know.
Well, we
all do.
we don't know how long this is going to last. And, maybe I can go next year or something like that. Weaselby's pretty loose with their academics. Maybe I won't even be held back. I was already doing a lot of extracurriculars.
Yeah, you were doing a ton.
I was kind of the coach of the Arcano Ball team.
I know. You can't leave that behind.
Well, yeah, but I mean, Weaselby moves pretty weird fast in all directions. I think that once I get back there, I won't miss a step.
I think you won't. I think you're already so far ahead that once you get back in it, you'll still be the coach.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think anybody, nothing's going to change without me there.
Yeah. For all we know, you could actually be in charge of Weaselby.
I mean, that's not a crazy idea. I don't know if anybody's in charge. I could probably just go there next year and be like, I'm in charge now.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, maybe after you make it through all of this, they'll let you be because you'll be fully qualified.
Mm-hmm.
Maeve speaks up and goes, well, since we kind of got that settled, do we kind of want to rest up? And we're pretty exhausted from flying. We can all, take some short rests, and, Buddy and I will fly back to Cato, and Regia, Priscilla, Mr. Proudtoe, and Miss Proudtoe, you guys can make your way to Raven Rock, and we'll rendezvous with you whenever we get there. And the rest of yous, I guess we got to come up with some kind of story about what happened with Margie. I guess we have her father here. We could probably get a parent's note, that she's pulling her out of school. Beans,
okay.
what'd you have?
Oh, I was just going to ask, I've been having this burning question. Don't these adventure schools have some sort of insurance against when missions really go awry and government officials disappear / die? That should be they're safe from that, right?
They don't know we were there, right?
What is that? Do you know this word amnesty? Is that the...
Brobini said we never saw you, and even if she squeals, we could just say, oh, we left before that happened.
Yeah, but what if Governor Frey is not grease spot on ground and then calls Lord the Rathus and is
well,
those three fuckers?
Well, then he's telling on himself that he got his ass kicked and his building exploded by a bunch of Frogmont students. So maybe he won't. I think we're safe except for the prank consequences.
I think there should be an amnesty clause at Frogmont if there's not already.
Did you just Google amnesty?
I was confirming what the definition, I'm pretty sure it was. If anybody... Oh, Sawyer taught me this. She showed me a dictionary, and this was the word that... It's an A word.
Yeah, we're going in order.
So it would be a general pardon for offenses, especially political offenses against the government, often granted before any trial or conviction. And that is why I think we need to be granted amnesty before we are even accused.
Well, did anybody know that you guys were there?
No, that's what I'm saying. It was a stealth mission. Look, I still sort of have paint on my face from
I think the only people that know that y'all were there were the Golds.
And these brothers that do not seem very trustworthy.
Yeah.
No, we bit one of their fingers off. It's if you talk, we're coming for more.
Well, I don't know if you could apply for amnesty necessarily, and also for an insurance thing. I mean, as far as you know, you guys did your quest and finished it and went back home. You guys could have stopped at a Wuggies on the way back or something. But
A Wuggy.
Yeah.
that's why you guys get back late.
Wait, Regia, are you the one who tells Frogmont if we did our quest or not?
Yeah, you guys know last time you guys went on a quest, it was just y'all. So it was the confirmation of the quest was bringing back the flower juice and the nectar, and but Regia goes, oh yeah, I actually have your quest form here somewhere that I need to sign.
Yeah, so
that you guys need to hand back to your
fill it out
professors.
with a really good alibi as far as timing and hours go.
Yeah, that sounds great.
We flew Pegasus. Pegasi afterward.
Yeah, we can say that as an excuse. Yeah.
Yeah.
You see Regia pulls out this little thing that has the Frogmont seal on it. It seems like some official paper. She signs it and starts writing down a review.
Rubric? Is that a rubric?
It just says delivered eggs, And then it has like a scale of 1 to 5. How kind.
Can you write it to 6?
I don't know if they'll score. I don't know if they put this through a Scantron or not. So I don't know if.
Huh?
I can write 6, but I don't know if that'll invalidate.
Okay, so you should like bubble in 5, but put 6 to the side.
I'll do that for a couple.
I think the important thing is the times that you include so that it doesn't incriminate
Interesting.
us.
As long as you're giving all 5s, I guess I can let it slide.
You see, she hesitates over
Professionalism.
Professionalism and stuff like that. She kind of puts her pen on 3.
You missed
and then,
it.
goes
5
back.
is a few bubbles over.
Oh yeah, no, of course. And she bumps in 5, and then she signs it and hands it over.
Nothing
to
more
y'all.
professional than getting business done the way you want it done. Am I right?
Yeah, no, you guys were great in every aspect.
Except for the hand thing. I guess you could dock. You could write a note that Sawyer let the hands in.
What?
That was kind of a crazy move, but you know what? It paid off, I think. I actually don't think it did.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
You didn't write the whole finger thing in there, right?
So I didn't write anything that happened in the tower.
Okay, good.
That would go against that would go against the whole purpose of this thing.
I was just making sure.
Yeah.
I put that in my skin pocket.
Put it in your skin pocket. And then, I think unless you have any other business with anybody in the room, I think everyone kind of finds a place to kind of chill out.
Margie, do you want to go sit on the deck or something?
Yeah, for sure. You guys see Sawyer and Margie walk out onto the deck of the ship, and Margie goes, "Yeah, dude, what's up? What's going on?"
Do you really want to go to the mountains?
No, but it seems like kind of the best option, and
it just doesn't seem fair that you can't just stay at Weaselby.
Well, it's like what Maeve said with the whole bear and the wasp thing. Beans wanted another choice, but there's not really another choice.
I guess. I don't know. What Beans said made sense. Sort of. I think what Beans said made sense for him. But maybe it makes sense for you too.
It wasn't making sense to me, but it seems like I'd be selfish if I really just gave into what I wanted to do.
I don't think it would be selfish, but I do maybe think that, Apple would have an easier time killing you. Do you think that she was going to kill you? Or take you to someone who would kill you, I guess.
But also, being selfish, I also got to think of my dad was in trouble, and I got to look after him, and he can look after me.
That's true. I was worried about y'all being separated, and now you're going to be together.
Yeah, and that's a thing that.
And you always liked cold weather.
Yeah, if there's some snow out there, then I can build maybe I can. Who's there? I can teach them Arcano Ball. I can dig
you could
paths.
Bring Arcano Ball to the north.
Exactly. It's not gone up there yet. They still play Blood Rush and just Blood Rush.
Ugh.
I know it's such a barbaric sport.
Literally.
There's no finesse.
Yeah.
There's skill.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. But it is really far away.
It is. And then she just kind of sits on the side of the ship. Well, I'm gonna go take a rest.
I'm gonna go as also
because she puts out her hand up shaking.
I touch it slowly.
She shakes her hand. Well, and then she runs back into the captain quarters, and there's another layer that goes down, and there's some little rooms and stuff like that. And she finds her dad, and they shack up to take probably like, a couple hours. You guys, it took a long time to fly here.
I think Beans has gone up to the crow's nest, right?
Mm-hmm.
Lee was in the crow's nest. And there's enough room up there that like he lays down and is looking up at like the sky and the stars as it zooms by and takes some deep breaths to like calm himself and figure out what the hell is going on after such a long day. And I think he takes the sickles up and sees like they're like always kind of like glowing, right?
Yeah.
And he like looks at them and he's like, oh no, what have I done? What? This isn't what I wanted. This doesn't seem good. And then he like drops them to his side and continues looking at the stars, finding comfort that there are still stars. Right?
Yeah. It's still. Does anybody want to do anything else?
Yeah, I want to talk to Priscilla.
You see, they're kind of like in their room now, but you can hear Regia and Priscilla like moving around, just kind of checking up. But if you like knock on the door and Priscilla opens it.
Priscilla, I wanted to say thank you for answering my questions and not killing me and helping me better understand what's been happening to me. I'm going to figure out what my family has been doing, and I want to help you get your family members back.
Thank you.
That have started disappearing.
Thank you. That means a lot to me. I'm sorry that I put y'all in harm's way, and I know that y'all kind of came for me and everything, but what happened in the governor's office?
I was down for the count, and I thought it was the only way I could help them.
Yeah. Well, I'll say it wasn't the smartest move, but I know that we believe that the dragons bring us a lot of power.
Yeah.
And if there's some way that you can channel him, then you might have a better relationship with him than Tara did with Sissix.
Yeah, I had somebody save me there. So I'm going to figure
Somebody
it.
saved you.
Yeah, I'm going to figure it out.
Interesting. Priscilla, she sees, it's a lot on you, and she's also gone through a lot. She just wants to lay down.
I'm going to let you go to bed now.
She goes, do you have a speaking stone?
Yeah.
She takes your speaking stone and like waves some kind of form of magic on it, and she goes, you can I don't know who else is connected to this, but
Oh boy.
They're fun little guys.
Okay.
I'll tell them not to listen in.
well, it's kind of like you can always hear what's going on kind of thing.
Yeah.
But just I wanted you to know that you can. She like has her own like little speaking stone. She goes, well, you can contact anytime.
Thank you.
Of course. And she gives you a hug.
I hug her back.
It's weird that I'm hugging my cousin right now. I thought that I hated all of you, and I would have killed all of you on the spot.
And I didn't know you guys existed.
Which still is crazy to me. I think that there's stuff that you haven't been told, obviously, and stuff that we all need to figure out on this, and maybe some stuff that I don't know yet. But I wish you luck.
We're going to figure it out together.
She nods, and then she gives you another hug, and then goes back into her room with Regia.
Okay.
Does anybody have anything else they want to do?
Yeah, is Beans up in the crow's nest alone?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you see Sawyer like pull herself up over the I guess like the guardrail of it, like the snot all running down her face. Her like she's like red and blotchy, like teary eyed, and she's like, "Hey, do you want some company?"
Yeah, there's room right over there.
Okay. Yeah, it is kind of close quarters up here.
Yeah. Our heads are kind of touching right now.
Yeah.
Sorry if my ears tickle you.
No, it's okay. Can I feel your new briars? Or is it better if I don't touch them?
Sure. And I fling my arm behind me. I forget my sickle's in there, though. So
Whoa!
sorry.
Do they get cold when it's cold outside?
The briars?
Yeah, because they're metal. Or at least they look like it.
No, they're just kind of itchy.
But it itches worse if I scratch them.
Yeah.
Maybe we could get, we could go to Miss Cookie and ask her for some weird lotion or something.
You has to go, you guys,
Oh,
where are you?
hey, come up here.
And Misty step up.
Whoa.
Okay, there
Is there room for me in here?
Yeah, there's like a corner that I
There's
think
not a lot of
Yeah,
room.
it depends on how much room you want.
Is it circular?
Yeah.
I curl around the edge of it.
It's like a small barrel.
Yeah, that's what I think. Or you could like sit in one corner with your legs, really.
Oh, okay. they don't like, they're too long. I just kind of like,
I sit on top of your legs.
yeah, there we go.
I'm glad you didn't explode permanently.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, that would have been a bummer. Hey, do you guys think I'm like bad? Like destined to do bad things?
No.
No. I mean, like, I'm kind of mad at you right now, but that doesn't mean that, like, you're bad. It just means I'm mad at you.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't mean you're destined for evil or anything like that.
I don't know. These blades that are filled with like kind of anger and hellfire are just making me question some things.
Oh, no, I don't think it's anything that serious.
I think we're all realizing that there's a lot of things that we've just been told that we're supposed to be.
Oh, yeah, you do have a literal prophecy, huh?
Yeah.
I guess I forgot about that. You know, me not having a prophecy and all.
Yeah, we gotta get you one. No, honestly, you don't want one. The whole thing that I said earlier about like sometimes you can't just be a little guy. Well, it's easier to be a little guy if you don't have a prophecy tied to you.
Well, whatever you said, it seemed like it resonated with Margie. So, good for you, I guess.
Are you mad at me because I got through to Margie and you didn't?
No.
Oh.
Oh, okay. So,
No, that's stupid.
Beans with the words of wisdom.
oh, so you're jealous.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
Well, you shouldn't be jealous. I told her something that nobody wants to hear.
Yeah, go move 100,000 miles away from all your friends and be cold in the mountains.
Yeah, well, sometimes you have to do something your whole life that you don't want to do.
If she loses a year, hopefully she gets the rest of her life.
I guess.
She needs to be surrounded by people who can really keep her safe.
And I don't think
Which
that's us.
We can't do, obviously. Yet.
So, Beans, what is your prophecy says that you're destined to be what? A weapon? So that's what you were getting trained your whole life for?
Yeah, essentially. Yeah, like a great like warrior of hell. So these,
Maybe it's about pork chop
well,
or apple.
I think if they were to be the great warrior of hell, it would have maybe already happened. They've been there for a while.
Well, my prophecy is kind of turning out to be bullshit, so maybe yours is too.
That's what I've always hoped. The stars are still in the sky.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
And it's only when the stars fall from the sky. And that can't happen, right?
No.
So, I'm probably good. Yeah, I don't think Pork Chop made it.
I think he did.
I'm pretty confident that he did.
I've done some of the best fighting of my life against Pork Chop, and he was fine. So if that's the case, I doubt anything can take him out in one fell swoop.
I just feel like falling into an abyss is a bit different than taking a punch from a little guy.
Hey, I'm a medium guy.
I'm a little guy, and I think, fine, schmedium guy.
Okay, yeah, I think I am medium.
A strong schmedium.
Big schmedium.
Mighty schmedium.
A big schmedium.
Extra schmedium.
Anyway,
I think I'm gonna sleep up here though tonight, just to keep an eye on the stars. But you guys don't have to.
well, if you close your eyes for a little bit, I'll keep an eye on them for you.
Okay.
And the three of you doze off until you guys are awoken by a little voice that's going, "Hey, wakey, y'all. We're
Get back!
oh, sorry.
I punched them.
Give me an attack to hit. Pull the hit.
Oh, I forgot I was a fighter. I don't want to actually hit them.
This is his flavor.
19.
You smack Dave Weatherfeather in the face. She goes, no.
Sawyer!
Oh, no, it's okay. You know what? I should have known better as a mom. I can't lean in too close. Yeah, this is my fault. That's my fault. You're okay.
I put my glasses back on and
Oh, my goodness.
blink at her.
Amazing
Right.
reflexes.
Well, we're approaching the island, and I just
Which island? Where are we going again?
back to school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just wanted to let you know the first group already left,
Maven, buddy.
and no, I'm Maeve,
Sorry.
but
Sorry, Maeve. I'm still so sleepy.
I think
the Proud Toes and Rita-
Margie already left?
Yeah. She gave you this though, and you see that there's like a little letter and an Arcano ball that she left behind, and also she said that she's gonna miss you. Sawyer, I sent you a text message. Lily, I sent you a text message.
Oh. Oh, no. Okay, nobody look at my computer. I don't have my phone.
I think your phone's in the Papa song.
Should I read it?
I mean, it's up to you. I would think you would. And she goes, and I think Buddy wanted to say something to y'all before you left off, before y'all got to Frogmont. Don't worry, it's not that bad,
Okay.
especially to you. And she points to Beans.
Is he gonna throw me off the side of the ship?
He couldn't. He's not gonna throw you. I wouldn't let him.
Okay. It just seems like he has a track record of throwing people off.
We
cliffs.
told him to do that.
No, he took that upon himself. We just happen to have same idea. We just happen to be on same page.
How's the letter, Sawyer?
It's fine. It doesn't really say anything really. It doesn't, you guys probably wouldn't like it.
I'm sorry you didn't get to hug her goodbye.
It's okay. I sort of told her bye, sort of on the deck last night.
Are you gonna read that to me later?
And I think we have plenty of literature for you to learn how to read. I just folded up and put it in my inside of my letter jacket pocket, and I think I just hold the Arcano ball.
Maeve goes, well, I guess it's time to get down, and we'll get y'all to school. And it's still dark out. You guys don't really see the sun coming up or anything yet.
Climb out of the crow's nest and pitter patter up to Buddy.
Buddy goes, you, I was looking for you.
Did you say yo?
No, I said you.
Oh,
Yeah.
thought you were really hip for a second.
Yeah, I wish. I saw that you got some silver stuff on your arms there. And I was going to say, I've seen a couple things, here and there, just, in my travels. And also you remember, I'm pretty sure Maeve said that, Buddy was, did stuff with, the war and stuff like that. And Buddy goes, well, I don't know for sure what it is, but, if my word of advice, you don't have to take it or nothing, is that I'd go probably see either a blacksmith or a botanist. Get that checked out, get you more information on what you got going on there.
Okay. Well, I think I know a botanist, but
Well, that's
no
pretty good.
blacksmith leads.
Oh, well,
I think I don't really know what a botanist is, but I think I know a crazy kooky owl.
yeah, if they know a lot of plants, then, they might have an idea,
That feels right.
Yeah.
Maybe we had a plant class with somebody else. I don't know anything anymore. You're not going to throw me off the side of the ship, right?
No, of course not. I'm not going to do that to you at all. But so Buddy tells this to Beans as we fly back to Frogmont, and Toby and Lee manage to land the ship just out at the deck, and Toby and Lee are there with you, and Lee goes, they both look a little like tired and somber now that one of their friends is gone. Lee goes, well, I hope we get to see y'all again sometime. It's been pretty grand.
Yeah.
Kind of was horrifying back there for a second. And Toby goes, yeah, no, but be myself. Be myself a little bit.
Wait, you did? Do you have any of it?
Yeah, you didn't get to ask a goblin for a piss.
Yeah. Do people ask you that all the time?
Toby rips off the inner lining of his pants, so he still has pants on, but he just like he has like a second pair of pants underneath his pants. You see are like covered in pee.
I don't know if y'all have like potions, like potables class at Weaselby. You might need it, if you have potions class.
Hey,
tell me that I took these
hey,
out.
like,
Don't
I know.
let Sawyer exploit you.
But you might have
Okay.
potions class.
No, she's
coming
a
up.
friend. We're all friends now.
Keep the piss.
Yeah,
Please.
know
Okay.
your worth. Keep your
I
piss.
was asking
puts the
for you,
pants-
not for
Never
me.
give it away for free.
He
Yeah.
puts the pants back
Yeah,
inside
you
his
should charge
pants.
for that.
It's a natural resource.
Well, hey, you guys know where to find us, and we know where to find you. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are the bravest quest partners ever.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a
Don't
big
tell
compliment.
The Brimstone Boys.
I hold the Rocky Talkie up, and I go way better than our last quest partners.
You hear some snoring just in the background. They're asleep.
If you
and
need us for anything, just look for the hole.
Lee goes, yeah, same goes to y'all. You just, well, it's y'all were. If it means anything, y'all were way better than the Crimson Brothers.
Yes.
And now we have more fingers in them.
Yeah, you do. That was, I gotta say, that was kind of insane.
Thank you.
It was pretty crazy what you did there, dude.
Thanks.
Um,
I'm really grappling with the with the implications of that, but that's fine.
no, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah.
What are they gonna do?
Yeah. What are they gonna do?
But yeah, we'll see you down the road. And they go back to their stations to fly back down to Weaselby.
Farewell, Weaselbees.
And you all are now back at the front of Frogmont, just towering over you. It seems a little bit smaller now that you have gone to the big city, taken down a tower, basically, survived horrible things, a house burned down, or almost burned down, but y'all saved it. And before we end, do you want to read the letter out loud, or just says it doesn't have to be to Beans and
I know.
Nesta?
Well, I really want to. So
wanna save it
as
for
we're
later.
walking towards Frogmont, I'm like tossing my new. I've got a different Arcano ball, and I want to tell y'all, Margie. I don't know if I'm gonna. The letter is kind of personal,
Yeah.
but Margie left me her Arcano ball, and this was from the game-winning Grand Slam from when we were in Arcano Ball Little League together.
Oh, wow.
After her dad, her other dad, the one that you didn't meet, after he passed away, Margie was really sad, obviously. And so I had this idea, it was kind of silly, that I would get to the team together for all these secret practices, and we learned a dance routine to Margie's favorite song, because I thought that would cheer her up. So then right before our last game, it had been a really hard season for Margie, or that part of the season. So we all did the dance for her, and I made fireworks go off. And it was like, however many fireworks you're imagining, it was way more than that, because we accidentally set off all the backup ones too.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And then it was our best game ever. And Margie hadn't been playing, the best, understandably, that season. But after that, she hit the game-winning Grand Slam, and she won the whole season for us. And it was awesome. And she gave it to me. So We've got to take really good care of it. And I'm going to give it back to her, next time I see her, of course. So I'm just sort of borrowing it for now, but it's kind of like that's why she gave it to me.
That's really sweet, Sawyer.
Wow.
And then guess what happened?
What?
This was a really big deal at the time, but now it seems kind of stupid. This boy named Garrett on our Arcado Ball team took all the credit, and then the coach made him team captain.
What?
Can you believe that?
Should we kill him?
Well, we know where he lives.
I think
Brimstone.
Yeah, so maybe that could be our next mission. We kill him.
Yeah, so I can make an exception for the Brimstone boys that we know, but other than that, Brimstone's track record is not looking good because obviously that's where he went, and he was a big Brimstone fan. And yeah, anyway, at the time that seemed like a really big deal, and now it kind of doesn't. And guess what? You guys weren't there, but Margie told me she knew it was me the whole time.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's probably why she gave this back to me, just for a little bit.
Fuck that Garrett guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're going to kill Garrett, and then when we see Margie again, we're going to give her the ball.
Which is going to be pretty soon. Oh, also, I gave her the sweater. It's really cold where she's going.
Oh, that's fine.
She probably needs it.
So, yeah.
I'm sure that won't come back to bite us in the butt at all.
I know. We're kind of headed towards Cold Door soon. So,
I
worry
forgot
about
about
it.
Cold Door.
anyway. Okay, I want to read it because it's so beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I definitely want everyone to hear it.
No, I was gonna say
No,
this isn't.
you
this
just
isn't,
read it as Lily.
Yeah, this
so
isn't
that the
like
audience
Sawyer
can hear it.
telling it.
Oh, okay.
This is like what does the letter say? If you want to read it.
Okay. Yeah, I will read it.
Anyway, does this school keep changing sizes every time that we come back again?
Yeah, that's weird. I'm feeling like a strong schmedium and
I'm feeling a stronger medium than usual.
It just gets less and less impressive every time we walk up to it.
I like to imagine this is like fading away as we walk into the school.
yeah. Okay. Here's what the letter says. I am going to read it. Dear Sawyer, I wish it could just be you and me. Before writing this, I went up to your door and thought about asking you to come with me, but something stopped me. I don't want you to have to make that decision between your friends and me. I don't want to think about what would have happened if Esta hadn't blown up and the tower collapsed. I guess I actually just want to live with the fantasy in my head that you jump over and save me from the cat lady, and we'd fly off into the sunrise. I don't want to go to Raven Rock. If I couldn't be near you, then I'd rather be nowhere. Anyways, I wanted to leave this letter not as a goodbye, but as a see you later. As proof, I'm leaving my Arcano ball that I hit the game-winning Grand Slam with. I want this back, so don't lose it, loser. I love you, Margie.
And with that, we'll end the session.
Damn, everybody take a shot. One of the gals cries. I think you're at 3 for this episode.
Every time we cry,
Guys.
you're
We gotta lighten it up.
you're wasted.
I'm so dehydrated.
We gotta do silliness next time. We gotta
Campbell's
do
got
crazy.
2. Lily's got 1 this episode.
2.
2, sorry.
2, but I'm sneaky.
Yeah, you never know. Lily's real quiet about it.
I was
Yeah.
holding it together for a really long time there.
Thank you so much for listening. Be sure to sign up for the Patreon where you can get extra content. Patreon.
If you're like, wow, I just listened to these gals cry for a long time,
Listen to us have fun.
head over
Yeah.
to the Patreon to listen to us have fun.
Think of all the fun you're missing.
Think of all
over
the
there
fun
on
you're
the
missing
Patreon.
while we're being sad on the main episodes.
Yeah. Join our Discord.
Also fun over there.
Also
Yeah.
fun.
Very
Where you
fun
can
in
talk.
there.
If you're like, oh, I need to talk with someone about this.
Yeah.
You're like, oh my God.
I need to
someone.
speak to a gay person. I need to speak to a Gals and Goblins listener.
Yeah.
If you'd like to take a picture of every shot that you took for when the gals cry, you can share it there.
Yeah. It should be 4 or 5. Right now. Of this episode.
Well, for this episode, I think it's just 4.
4. Okay. We'll stick to that. Send us a picture of. No, never mind. Don't do that.
No.
Don't do that. That's too much.
We have a PO box now.
We do.
I'm not going to list the address out. Just look at the show notes. So if I don't know, you want to send us something, send us a letter.
Send us something to cheer us up. Send us a letter. We're kind of in a letter type of mood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's facts.
Yeah.
Follow our socials. That's all for me. Do y'all have anything extra?
No.
Okay. Well, tune in next week for Study Break, number 33. Thank you so much. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.